Okay, so you guys are up for doing a few licks? So we'll start with the easy ones, and we'll take a 2-5-1 in E flat. 2-5-1 in E flat. It means F minor 7th, B flat 7th, and then E flat major. So I want to show you these licks that approach, especially the 2, from a different angle. This is your F minor. It's normally, the reason why I want to teach you this lick as well is because normally when we think of the 2-5-1, okay, we automatically go, okay, this is my 2, and then, I don't know, we start with something like that, or we tend to stay in this box. But this lick starts here, on the 9th, and so we'll be approaching that chord from the left-hand side. It's very cool. So my F minor starts on, the lick starts on fret 5 of string 4, which is the 9th of F. This is the lick, by the way. It starts on the 4 end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Very diatonic, actually, apart from that, the flat 9th of B. Sort of a bebop lick, but it works really well in this music as well. So so 5, 6, then down a string on string 3, 5, 8, then down a string 8 and 6. It is a G minor 9th lick. Very nice, very diatonic again, but super cool. And since I'm learning these licks, I tend now to approach G minor from here. It's a slightly different sound, it's very cool. Rather than the usual, you know... I know I've been saying G minor, but it's F minor. My bad, sorry. F minor. Then we go chromatically to the 3rd of B flat. Right, so from there, I'll do it again a bit slower in a moment. But from there, then we do a B flat 7th arpeggio. But instead of going to the root here, next we go to the flat 9th. And that's your root of B flat, then back to the flat 7th, and then chromatically we go to the 3rd of E flat, which is my G. It starts on the 4 end. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you could do something cool like and again, talking about swing, rather than right? This is always going to work super well as a lick. Always. Any major 2-5-1. Anytime. Say you're playing Style by Starlight. always gonna work anywhere, any 2-5-1. Perhaps let's see another. I Can't Give You Anything But Love. You know the tune. Then 2-5-1 in C. So back to our key of E flat with F minor, B flat, E flat. If you just want to play to have fun, you can try these licks in as many keys as possible, just for fun. Put backing tracks on and see if you can play these as many times as you can, so that you get them into your subconscious. Then they start showing up when you play. They're just beautiful licks, and I love them because they're diatonic. So there is definitely a way, I mean, apart from that flat ninth, but there is definitely a way of sounding hip whilst being in a diatonic context. Say even in the same, so you know, the Honeysuckle Rose lick is actually a 2-5-1. It's all diatonic, but sounds hip. I mean, not extremely hip maybe, but it doesn't sound obvious. Especially because that one starts on the 11th. This is a Stochelo lick, a very cool lick that it uses. This is not entirely diatonic, it uses the tritone substitution. Same key, this one starts on the one end. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Super cool. Again, so starts on my F minor, and see, this one starts on the one end, and it starts with a flat 5 of the chord. It's just passing tone, right? Because it's on the offbeat as well. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So we go flat 5, 5th, which means frets 9 and 10. Then down a string 8, down a string 8, and then 11th. This is already super cool. See? Because we're actually playing C minor 7th. That's a C minor 7th arpeggio, isn't it? But when we play that over an F minor, it gives us F minor with a 9th and with an 11th. And then that's my 3rd. So again, string 4, 9, 10, down a string 8, down a string 8, then 11th, 8, 9, and then down a string 8. This is all diatonic stuff, no? Apart from that flat 5th, but it's a passing tone. See, it is possible to sound hip in a diatonic way. Great. Now from there, right, and here I'm on my B flat, but what he's thinking here is E7th, so tritone, right? So string 1 is fret 7th, upper string 9th, 7th, upper string 7th, upper string 9, 7th. You can isolate and just learn that over E7th, fret 7th, string 1, upper string 9, 7, upper string 7th, upper string 9th, 7th. And then that's an enclosure, because then we will do 9, 7, 8, and that's the 5th of E flat. You can do that note twice, it sounds cool. You don't have to, but you can. And these licks are fairly easy picking, picking wise, so you can get them to a decent speed. On the one end, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so the next one is actually a lick I made up. It is not that diatonic. Same key. It would be something like this. So here I'm exploring with some augmented stuff. What's really interesting here is the first part of the lick, which again is diatonic, but it approaches the minor 7 chord again from a place where we normally don't approach it. And so it's almost based around that A flat in D shape, which is basically the bottom of the F minor 7th. And so what I do there, so from string 3 I will have fret 8, then down a string fret 11, 8, 9. So on string 3, 8, then down a string 11, 8, 9, and then down a string 8, 11. This on its own, you can use it as a major lick. In this case would be an A flat major, which by the way is the relative major of F. But anyways, when you're thinking of licks based around that shape for major chords, you know, instead of doing the usual you've got this this one, which is really cool. Anyways, from here you'll be sliding to fret 15th, which is the 6th of B flat, and right there you're playing B flat, your B flat 7th, and then from there, this is not that easy because it's all pull-offs. You go to the sharp 4 of B flat, so you literally do 15, 14, 13, 12. So all the way down to the sharp 11th of B flat. But just as a tip there, obviously you want to have all of your fingers ready when you slide up to that 15th. You want to have one finger allocated per fret, and then you do your pull-offs. Well, the trick with pull-offs is counterintuitive. The pressure, the most amount of pressure is on the fingers on the left, not on the finger that's actually pulling off, but the fingers who are holding the string down. Those are your anchors, and so if you put more pressure on the fingers to the left, or even just more on the index here, you'll find the pull-offs easier. It's counterintuitive because one would think the pressure comes from the finger that's pulling off. But if this finger especially is steady and strong, then these are a bit easier to play. So from there, then we do, that's the augmented idea. And that's your augmented shape, see? Which is one note per string going up, 12, 13, 13, 14. Great for your right hand. From here, you go back on the same string with your index finger to fret 10 and do that diagonal shape again. So you do 10, 11, 12 going up. Then 10 and 11, that's the root of E flat. This one starts on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next one is based on, is not really based on a 2-5-1. It's the same key, but I'm thinking more of a 5-1. So I'm thinking more of B flat, E flat. But obviously it's gonna work on a 2-5-1 as well. And the lick is this. It starts on the 2. So 1. It's difficult, you know. They go up in difficulty, these licks. But it sounds really cool. It's in triplets, so it taka ta taka taka. And so we start from the A flat, which is the flat 7th of B flat. We basically think A flat diminished over B flat. So it means we start with fret 4 and then 7th, down a string, 5-8, and this is my E flat, thinking A flat diminished on it. So far so good. Then from here I'll be going back to fret 5 and do a 5, 6, 7. And then I'm thinking now E 7th, again tritone. And here I'm going down with F diminished, or E7 flat 9th. Then 5, 6, 7. And then from here I'm thinking E7 flat 9th arpeggio, which is on string 4, 6, 9th, down a string 7, 10, down a string 9, and down a string 7, 10. And back to 7. And then the way it ends, it is actually the same way Stockelo's lick ended. So it's that, let's learn this separately. It is on string 1, 7th, then up a string 9, 7th, up a string 7th, up a string 9, 7th, 8th, tritone. And remember, we can always play a diminished idea on a dominant chord. And that goes for secondary dominant chords as well. So diminished over dominant can be played both on primary and secondary dominant chords. This is what's happening here. It is A flat diminished over B flat 7th. And then I'm thinking E 7th, even though it's not there, I'm imagining a tritone substitution there. And so F diminished, pretty much F diminished over E. And then on the way back up, just a plain E 7th, E 9th actually. See, so I've got and this for the right hand is also great. If you look at the right hand here. 2-5-1 in E flat, all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Or And then the other one, same one but different box. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the second lick, this one starts on the one end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Super cool. Then we had the third one. This one starts on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the fourth one. That's it. That's your 4 licks. Hope you guys enjoyed it.